What's up, YouTube? How's it going, guys? Today I'm actually going to cover a kind of interesting wand tech that I've never really touched on in my past videos, but it's been around for a while. It's been around for like 6 months or so, and the thing that's really neat about this tech is it's something that I don't even think the devs planned for. What it does is it can actually take your player and it teleports you from your regular world into a spot in a parallel world. So for anybody who doesn't know what I mean by that exactly, is in Noita there's infinite parallel worlds, kind of. Eventually the engine like freaks out and crashes. So here's a map of the world, right? And I'll link this in the description below if you want to see the map. For whatever reason, this map is not exactly what my map looks like, but it's a general layout of the Noita world. Now, whenever you go to the far edge of the Noita world, what happens is you actually run into this cursed rock. And it takes a while. You travel all the way over there. You dig between the rock and you try not to die because the cursed rock can hurt you. And if you dig through it and you survive, you pop out in another version of the world. So by going to the far left side, you'll actually pop out into a west parallel world of this world right here. And if you go to the right, same idea. You dig to the cursed rock, and you'll pop out in a east parallel world. Now, this wand that I'm talking about today, the wand, the parallel world teleporting wand, will actually instantly teleport you from where you are into a parallel world. In the same spot is the idea, is what a lot of these wands are designed around. Now there are a huge amount of ways you can build this wand. Like, it's not like a precise set combo. In fact, there is even let me see if I have it over here. I'll link this in the description below, but there are a lot of wands here that people have designed to do just what I'm showing you now. However, well, the one that we'll be using today is designed by Latali. This one's different. This one that's currently on the guide, I mean, that's on the wiki. But the one that we have now is one that he's designed in the last month. And maybe they'll update the wiki with it at some point. I don't know. But you'll see that when you scroll here, you'll see they even explain different versions. Like this one just has it just says by Haiku. But this one says New Game Plus version. There's an alternative deer swapping version to that one. Budget parallel world wand. There's a ton of different wands here, and if you really want to dive into more of the deep tech, you should probably check out this link, which, like I said, I'll put it in the description below if you want to dig into each wand and how they work. There's also some kind of let me show you. Teleport to the sky moon. See, so not all of them are about teleporting directly from one parallel world to another. Maybe it's teleporting from one location in the world to like the sun or the dark sun and all that kind of stuff. So it's just an interesting tech that the longer it's out, the more builds people are coming up with to teleport specifically from one location to another. So the one that we are using right now is it's one made by Latali, and it's actually made to be used in New Game Plus. And the reason you're going to be more interested in the New Game Plus wands than the regular ones, because you should never really go through the trouble to build one of these wands just for the regular world. It's kind of overkill. But if you're building it for New Game Plus, what that means is you're building it for New Game Plus, for New Game Plus Plus, for New Game Plus Plus, because all of the New Game Plus worlds, they all have like the same, they're all the same size. However, the regular world differs from the New Game Plus ones. So whenever you're looking to do like a New Game Plus 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 Plus, like a New Game Plus 7, New Game Plus 28, whatever, this is the one that, or a wand like this is what you would focus on. So let me show you a bit how this works. And before I do anything, I'm currently in the regular world. I'm not in New Game Plus. So let's say I was to use this wand. There are two versions of it. One is with the requirement spells in it. Whenever you shoot it like this, it actually doesn't teleport you as far. And then there's one without them, where you remove these two pieces, these two requirement spells. And whenever you fire, it actually takes you further. I'm going to shoot this to the right and show you what happens. But currently, this is it looks like it takes me to like kind of a general, just random area. But it's actually not random. It's very precise. However, since we're firing this in the regular world, it's not taking me to the spot that Latali calculated out for this wand to take me to. So let's go to New Game Plus, since I already prepped. I already have my 5 orbs. That's how many orbs you need to go to New Game Plus. And I have my Sampo, aka the red line, since we have 5 orbs, right here. Okay, so we're in New Game Plus. Now, using the exact same thing that we just had, let's fire it to the right. So there's an orb right there. Let's fire it this way. See, now it is working. It's taking us to the exact location in the parallel world. You can tell because that's a cursed orb. And whenever I was back in the main world, it was a... If you don't see an orb there, sometimes it takes a moment to load it in. You can speed that up by kind of tailing around. You'll notice that it loads in the orb correctly. So I know now it is functioning, you know, as it should, because we are in New Game Plus. So let's say we move these requirement spells back. You'd be like, okay, well, why would you want to teleport shorter? Well, whenever you remove them back, the distance, which I don't even know necessarily if it's shorter. I think it is a little bit shorter, but a decent amount shorter actually. This distance is Latali calculated to perfectly teleport you to where the boss area should be. So I have the requirement spells in place. I'm going to shoot it down, and it takes us right there, right to the boss zone. And in fact, if I go over here to the Holy Mountain, you'll see I can even grab perks, do whatever I need to do. Head back over here. All right, so when I grab this, I don't even have to fight the boss, honestly. I can just grab this, and I can just shoot up, and it'll take me instantly to the surface because I have the salt, which is how you would go to New Game Plus. However, I do need to have 6 orbs. Since I used 5 orbs to get to New Game Plus, you need 6 orbs to go to New Game Plus, and it just keeps adding 1 orb with each New Game Plus, with a maximum of being New Game Plus 28. Let's go ahead, let's grab this, and let's fire, and let's go to the East Parallel World. Oops, I forgot to, I make this mistake all the time. I forgot to remove these 2 pieces off so that it works for parallel world traveling. Alright, so now let's travel over here. And if the orb doesn't load in correctly, you just kind of telly around off screen for a moment. You'll see that it loads in. If you grab these orbs on the side just right, you can avoid grabbing the cursed heart in it. If you do grab the cursed heart, it just takes away damage on you, which is not a big deal. But if you have ambrosia, which I don't have any on me right now, that's just, you know, put some ambrosia on yourself, then grab it. It's no big deal. So let's go travel now back over to the left. And back over to the left, or to the left again. So now that we're in the West world, if you're curious what this explosion is here, oops, I fired in the wrong direction. Whoop. If you're curious what these explosions are, that is the deer. Essentially, this deer right here is being thrown into a parallel world, and then we are being swapped with it, and you're seeing like the deer like explode or something. It's some crazy tech. It's some advanced stuff, which actually the deer survived that traveling. So let's see if I can grab this. Oops, I keep grabbing these tablets. They're in the way. The ice is making this very, very annoying. I avoid this. There we go. Okay, so we currently have 3 orbs, right? And we need 6 to go to New Game Plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here to the pyramid. And so basically, whenever you have built one of these New Game Plus teleport wands, your plan is usually to go really deep into New Game Pluses, which means you're going to need to collect a lot of orbs. Well, whenever you are collecting a lot of orbs, it's very time consuming, because you have to travel from one spot to another, to another, to another, and then once you run out of orbs in the regular world, you have to then walk all the way to a parallel world and travel to those exact same spots, but in the parallel world. Well, with this world teleporting wand, you can actually just, you know, once you see an orb, you know that you can teleport to those nearby parallel worlds and grab the orbs from those parallel worlds. Saves you a ton of traveling. So as you can see, we're already pretty much, what is this, almost to 6. And there we go. Now we have 6. We can just go back to our left and yeah, there we go. And we are already ready to go into New Game Plus. And you can see it doesn't take much time at all. But you know, whenever you start to get further and further in, you may not see the value quite right now. You may be like, oh, that's, I mean, it takes a long time to build a wand like this. This wand right here actually took me about 7.5 hours to build on live stream. Just the other day I did it. And that's you know, that's start to finish. That's a brand new fresh run to having the wand just completed. The moment that I had every single one of these spells took me about 7.5 hours. I got pretty unlucky, I feel like, with a lot of my grabs. It actually probably closer to like 8.5 hours, but I got very unlucky. However, on these other wands that were here, it took me about 4.5 hours or so, somewhere on there, hours to build Latali's other wand that he designed on here that does the same general thing. Where's Latali's wand? Where is he? There it is. Latali's other wand. This one right here, which has a similar concept where you move the spells in and out depending on where you want to teleport to. If you want to go to another parallel world, or if you're looking to go directly to the boss. Similar concept. However, this one is kind of inconsistent. You'll have to fire multiple times. Sometimes you fire it, doesn't travel, fire it, doesn't travel, fire it, and then it pulls you. You'll notice though with the one that we're using today, right here in this example, while it took me longer, and I think the resources may be a little harder to acquire all of them, it's very consistent and super easy to use. You see that I'm literally just looking in the direction. I just click, I don't do anything else, and then boom, it just takes me wherever I need to go. Which, if you're curious why I didn't go directly to the other parallel world spot, is remember I put these on the wand. So take it off, shoot it, and then yeah, we're back on here. In fact, I don't have to, it doesn't matter where you lock it in. I just like to do it from the regular world because it just feels like I kind of, you know, it's all complete. I'm back in the regular world, new game plus because we have 6 orbs. Boom. If we wanted to go to new game plus, now we would need 7 orbs, which is why you would go about, you know, collecting these and doing it in that method. And this can actually save a ton of time. Now the devs, they I don't know if they ever thought like a parallel world wand like this would be created. I have no idea if this was intentional, but now that it's been discovered, you know, it's been around for about 6 months or so. People are building cooler and cooler wands, and I'm excited to see what in maybe another 6 months, maybe people will have even crazier travel wand tech. But this person right here, this is the trophy for Bamalam. It's a person in the Noita community that actually live streamed himself doing a new game plus 28 33 orb run. And I took him many days, like a week or so. I mean, if I had to guess, it was like 50, 60, 70 hours, something like that. It was many hours to pull it off. And the devs were, you know, they wanted to commemorate this special accomplishment that Bamalam had done, which is there's 28 skulls on the statue, and if you translate that over or decipher it, it says Bamalam. So this is a very long run to do. Now you could do this exact same run thanks to this wand tech right here. Take a little bit of extra time in the early game so that you can build up your travel wand. Maybe you invest an extra 3 or 4 hours just to accomplish this wand right here, but you save 40 hours plus by how fast you're traveling around in those parallel worlds. Anytime you travel to 1 orb, you've pretty much traveled to 3 orbs, because you can easily grab an orb in the parallel east and the parallel west. So that cuts down on the travel time like crazy once you start getting to the later orbs. Now, right now, somebody may see it and say, it's not that much time to travel to the, you know, to 6 or 7 orbs. That's true. But you got to remember, when you're on new game plus 20, you're gonna have to be collecting a lot of orbs, and then whenever you want to go to new game plus 21, you have to recollect all those orbs again. That's where the time starts, you know, really stacking up, and it gets pretty crazy. So yeah, I want to just kind of briefly go over this because I do plan to do a new game plus 28 36 orb boss in the near future, and I know some people are going to ask about the wand and you know, how it works, and I don't want to go into too much detail because even I can't really wrap my brain around some of these interactions. It is pretty crazy stuff. Latali spends a lot of time mastering these interactions, and even like I said, even the devs I don't think intended this stuff. Even they, I think, would look at these kind of wands and be like, what the heck is going on here? This is some crazy stuff. But one thing I would like to point out is if you're looking to build one of these wands, there is an efficient way to go about it. Many of these spells, like half of them, can be found in the Hell Shop. So what you would do is you would plan out your route so that you can acquire all the Hell spells, And while you're in hell, you can grab a spell called Summon Saidkivi, or Summon Taikasova. Sorry, different. That's a perk. Summon Taikasova. I mispronounce that every time. Chad always laughs at me when I'm mispronouncing it, so I apologize to my Finnish community members out there. But what you can do is you can actually summon in wands and then farm those wands for the resources of many of these other spells. In fact, I have a clip. I mean, you know me with my fancy editing and stuff. Instead of editing in the video, I just simply drag a clip on stream. But you'll see here an example of me using the summon Taikasova, and I'm just summoning in pretty much hundreds of wands, and then I just instantly kill them, and then I farm the resources off of them. This method right here can help cut down the time to build a wand like this one right here immensely. So coming up with a priority, a game plan going into this wand build can end up cutting down on the time, because I look at it now and it took me 7.5 hours to build this, 8.5 maybe, and if I had planned this out more strategically, it could have been 5 hours. So maybe people doing a new game plus 28 36 orb, which is actually 3 orbs further than this trophy right here that Bamalam went to, because at the time it wasn't known how to get to 36 orbs, and even still now it's pretty cheesy stuff, pretty weird gimmicky stuff. But yeah, you can now do a 36 orb new game plus 28 in a fraction of the time, thanks to crazy wands like this, and you can even cut down the time of building this wand by planning out your route efficiently. So I don't want to go into too much detail. I could rant on this forever. I just want to get you guys something to go off of whenever you start seeing me build this wand in my other runs. But thanks for stopping by, you guys, and hopefully I'll be posting some more videos soon. I apologize to my YouTube community members that I've been neglecting. It's just I like to be hit with inspiration, and I have a couple more videos that I want to do soon, so hopefully I'll get on it. In fact, you saw a glimpse there of me showing off farming wands with Summon Taikasova. I'll probably show off a couple builds for building wand farms and how you could go about that. Maybe even some heart farms to show you how to farm some hearts in runs and stuff like that. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by, you guys, and I'll see you hopefully very soon. Deuces.